mubanji gwe kagwendaba baby gwe kagwendaba kati boba nange baby I said boba nange baby boba nange baby say boba nange biba bya magero say boba nange baby boba nange baby say boba nange baby I said boba nange biba bya magero.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, Jam. Niwe Wembona. What does that mean again?
Niwe Wembona means I have my eyes on you.
Okay.
Amasogande kugwe. Yeah, you know, so.
I don't know whether you are referring to God or
No. This is actually a piece for my girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
I thought this could probably be part of Song of Songs. You know, that book in the Bible?
Yeah, I know.
Have you tried to read some of the verses
very
there?
Romantic. Actually, it's deeper than a piercing.
Yes.
That book. And it's actually crazy how God honors relationships and wants people to be deep.
I feel like it actually
love.
says more about the relationship that God has he has with his people. I feel like that book really goes into details. But
there is the relationship God has with these people.
Yes.
But let's also not deny the fact that it's about the relationship that a man must have with his woman, or a woman must have with her man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk more about your lyrical. I
Yes.
understand that you are a hip hop artist.
Yeah,
which
I'm
you
a
have
hip hop
said.
artist.
I also understand
with
that you
Afro
are
rap flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are also a health fitness coach.
Yes,
and
yes,
activist,
yes,
which I
yes.
appreciate. What more do you do aside from that?
What more do I do?
Yes.
A film maker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, I discovered in Uganda, a film is still very virgin.
Yes.
You know, and we don't have a lot of people that tell stories. You know, so I want to make a very meaningful contribution.
Yes.
In that area as well. Yeah.
Okay, so is lyrical your real name? Do you have, or it could actually be the one on your birth certificate? You just never know. Yes.
Lyrical is not my real name. My real name is Christian Michael Jacobs Mpologoma.
Wow, Christian Michael Jacobs Mpologoma.
Yes.
Very beautiful name. Did all those names actually fit on the, those boxes of PLE?
Yeah, they
did?
They actually did, because you see, normally people have two.
Yes.
You know, and then three. Yeah.
Okay.
They did.
All right. So I also understand that you have an outreach that you run. Okay. I think it's called Wuluguma.
Wuluguma. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please tell me more about this one.
Wuluguma is a youth outreach that uses sports.
Okay.
That's basically football, and then performing arts, music, dance, film. We reach out to young people in schools, in prisons, and deserving communities, villages, and what people call the ghetto, or
Yes.
Yeah. And what we actually do is, one, we want to engage these young people and then show them that, yep, you can be somebody as well. And then two, we believe there is no beauty that one can ever have, and liberty and love without Jesus Christ. So we try to reach out to these young people and then, preach to them and see if they can commit their lives to following Jesus Christ. And then three, we take career guidance sessions. Young people are mostly misguided. Peer pressure gets them making very, very wrong decisions. Yeah, so Wuluguma outreaches are meant to reach out to these young people, and then we try to give them positive options.
Yes.
Yeah. And then try to help them make positive decisions concerning health, sex, careers and basically how to live
Yes.
in a very, very challenging
challenging
time or
society.
society. Yeah, that's what I should say. Yeah, so that's Woluguma actually. Lions Roar. You can always look for us on social media, Woluguma, and get in touch with us. We do schools, prisons, basically where young people are. Our sessions in prisons are what I love the most.
Okay.
Because most of the young people in prisons feel forgotten, they feel lost, they feel judged, they feel left alone, and they feel like hopeless.
Yes.
Yeah, so our message is simple. Our God is a God of second chances.
Yes.
And then every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future.
All right.
You know, yeah. So basically, you should get to one of those prison outreaches. Some of these young people are not defined by their mistakes.
But I think it's very, very interesting and
Yes.
also very, very thoughtful of you that you really think about the young generation and you have decided to do something, because in most cases, we know that this is happening. We know that there are very many young children out there who are having a hard time, especially in this challenging society, but we don't do anything. But the fact that you did decide to do the little that you can to make sure that you create morality amongst this young generation, that right there for me, it's a point of we cannot go without noticing it, and really well done. So let's talk about collabos. Have you done any collabos on a local scene, on an international scene? Yes, because I know most artists collabos, like thousands and thousands of them. So I would really want to know, has Lyrical done any collabos here?
Yeah, I have the Unmasked 2 album that I'm working on. Actually, I have big names. We have the Vixen on the collaboration.
Yes.
And then I have a song with Nyonyintono.
Oh.
Those are the local artists that I kind of vibe with. You
Pretty
see,
talented people.
yeah, you know, a collaboration also must come from a place that goes beyond just ability to make music.
Yes.
You know, we have to vibe, and then
there has to be a certain kind of chemistry. Yes.
Yeah, so that's why most artists don't do them. Some pay to have them. I feel I need to have a relationship with the artist, that chemistry. Yeah,
very,
so those are the two artists. Internationally, I'm working on one with a guy called Limo Blaze. Yeah, he's Nigerian. One of the biggest Christian artists in Nigeria. Yeah,
and I mean, we know Nigeria for being a hub of good music. Like they have just all of a sudden taken over the entire Africa. And
the world. And then I have Life is Beautiful with Anthony Faulkner, one of the Christians that are doing so well in North Carolina, USA, and that one is actually an award.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's it.
Pretty amazing stuff. Now, you told me you are a health activist.
Yes.
Usually there is an attachment to people who care so much about their health and sports.
Yes.
I don't know. Do you have any other sport? Do you have any sport that you actively
I play football.
Football.
Okay.
You probably have a very good conversation with Ruben. Now Ruben is that gentleman who will be giving us some sports updates just in a few seconds from now.
Yeah. I love football. I paid my tuition, and you know, I had a difficult time juggling between music and football.
Yes.
I learned more on the music side.
Which team do you support, though?
Globally?
Globally.
Oh, Manchester United. I'm just a little sad.
Why do you look like an Arsenal fan?
I look, come on, that's an insult. Sorry, Arsenal people. I'm GGMU.
Well, you had the Manchester United man. He's as if offending, not offending Arsenal. I don't know, but we'll be getting to know that. Well, right about now, we're going to be getting some sports updates, all right, from Ruben Mpima Chibidango. The man is here. And he will be telling us whether Arsenal was beaten or not. And probably he'll be having some conversations that he will be giving us. But before we get into the arena of sports, we also do have a poll question that is running on social media, and we did ask you to submit to us and tell us how you think the media can work, the media fraternity can work well with entertainers or the entertainment industry. Arts, you know, it does not really entail, rather it does not really cut out the rest of other people involved in these arts, you know, concentrating mainly on musicians. But we're also looking at actors, we are looking at actresses and all that. We need to know from you, because very many times we have been put under the spotlight and we've been put in a corner, saying that most of these media houses are the ones that make all these issues escalate, you know, to levels that we did not expect. And keep the feedback coming in. Like I promised you earlier on, we'll be getting into all this feedback much as we go on, and also as we extend towards the end of Good Morning Uganda. We would really, really want to find out from you some of your thoughts. Right about now, it's time to usher in the man himself, Ruben, to give us what is happening in the, you know, sports world. Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning, Philo. Good morning, the artist.
Ruben, the artist is called Lyrical. I don't know if you can say that.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that name. You know where I come from.
Okay, you can call him Christian Pologoma.
Pologoma, yes, okay. Now I know. I couldn't mention Willa. Is that Willa watch?
It's okay, Lyrical.
Oh boy.
How is the artist?
It's been amazing.
Pologoma.
Yeah, Pologoma. It's been amazing. Yeah, I've had a beautiful time on set. I like it. I like it here. I'm gonna make sure I make it home. You know. You know.
But why is it that musicians have a lot of chains around their hands? What does it reflect? Are you devil worshippers?
Come on, man. No.
Ruben, this man is a Christian.
I'm only asking. No offense, no hard feelings.
This is the thing. You have a watch, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So
a beautiful
for me,
watch, actually.
I don't like watches. I love bangles. You know.
So how do you tell time? Yes.
I have my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if the phone blacks out?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Ruben needs to be given a chain as a gift for
as
a souvenir.
So how is the girlfriend, gentlemen?
My girlfriend.
All the wives, all the women, how are they?
No, I see. I'm a one girl at a time guy. So she's amazing.
Okay.
One of the most beautiful people I've ever seen.
According to you.
Yeah. That's why I said I've ever seen.
Okay.
Yeah, and she means the world to me. You know. That girl is everything.
You know, I'm just going to throw some clarity here. Ruben, you cannot ask somebody how your wife is and you ask them also girlfriends. Those are two contradicting statements. You can't afford to do that. But anyway.
Okay, he said he loves sport.
You can't ask about my wife and then you're mentioning girlfriend.
Okay, my apologies. You said you love sport, you support a team.
Manchester United.
Okay.
Oh man, we are doing bad, but yeah, GGMU.
How about locally here?
Locally, no, KCC AFC. With the Kasasilo boys.
Yes.
Do you love basketball?
I don't know.
Okay, guys, my name is Ruben once again. Let me give you sports. I'm from the Mporogoma man, who is an artist and fellow. I'll give you the games for tomorrow. We have games in England that will take place tomorrow, and the early kickoff is Spurs against Leeds. That will be at 3:30 p.m. But of course, Leeds have actually had a fair share of games. And for me, the way they're playing, they played Man U last Saturday. Sunday, they played Liverpool in midweek. Now they are playing fast against Leeds. But anyway, before I go into this, the Premiership games, let me take you through the Europa League games that happened yesterday. The results: Dinamo Zagreb 1, Sevilla 0, RB Leipzig. Leipzig is English, but Leipzig is German. Did beat Sociedad by 3-1. Atalanta 3, Olympiacos 0. We had Porto draw with Lazio. That was 2-2, not Lazio, but Lazio. but you know, it is Lazio, not Lazio. That's how we want to say Lazio. It is Lazio. Then Barcelona 4, Napoli 2. Actually, Sada was here but trying to beat Adama. Adama had 3 assists in that game, Nasa. And really, for me, I want to give up. I want to give up. The same way I gave up on a school called Lugazi Mixed my time when I was in school. There was a school called Lugazi Mixed in Lugazi. I used to diss that school. Until I saw results, actually, when I saw them the first 3-4 years, they could perform. But anyway, in the background there's a song, Un'estate italiana. That's the song that was the official theme of the 1990 World Cup. I don't know if Philo was born by that time. I was around as Ruben. And that World Cup, those who have been around will tell you that players like Diego Maradona, players like Roberto Prozinecki, the Yugoslavia man, players like Peter Van Vossen, we are part of that World Cup. But anyway, back to the Europa, I want to go into the history. Many of you wouldn't want me to go there. We had the Europa League games played, and of course, Raiders did actually lose to Leicester 3-1, PSV 1, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1, Qarabag lost to Marseille by 3-0. We had Partizan Belgrade beat Sparta Praha, that was 2-1. Slavia Praha 3, Fenerbahce 2, but the PAOK Midtjylland game was postponed. Then we also had Vitesse playing against Rapid Vienna. But anyway, away from that, let's come back to England and talk about the games tomorrow. We have Leeds against Spurs. That will be the early kick-off tomorrow. Brentford will take on Newcastle. The hours on your screen, that is 4 p.m. That is England, London time. But here it will be 6, add on 3 hours. That takes us to 6 p.m. So Newcastle will take on Brentford at 6 p.m. Brighton will take on Aston Villa at 6. Palace against Burnley. Then Manchester United, the team from Mr. Porogoma will take on Watford at 6. And then later on, Everton at Merseyside will take on Man City, the team that lost to Spurs in the final minutes of that game. Un'estate italiana. I love that song. The World Cup, actually, I've watched World Cups, but the best World Cup I've watched is Italia 90. I don't know where this artist was by that. Maybe he wasn't also born, if my memory is right there. But anyway, in the German Bundesliga, we also have a couple of games. Bayer Leverkusen takes on Arminia Bielefeld. Union Berlin against Mainz. Gladbach will take on Wolfsburg. Freiburg will take on Berlin. Of course, Frankfurt will take on Bayern Munich. Wow, the sure win is with Frankfurt. Felix Maniendo. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a sure win for Frankfurt. Those who want to love betting. In Italy, Bologna will take on Salernitana. Empoli against Juventus. Sassuolo will take on Fiorentina. That will be tomorrow. Of course, but about NBA, Edmond, the brief about NBA, we had games played this morning as I was actually coming in. I woke up at around 4 to catch the game between the Blazers against the Blazers were playing well, if you ask me. The big men were really controlling that court nicely. And but the Pistons Cavs game, I managed to catch the first quarter. I was really sleepy. It was around 3 a.m. in the morning, and I just watched the 1 quarter and went back, but then came back at 4 to get to catch the Blazers game, which was my interest. But anyway, the Grizzlies did actually lose to the Wolves. That was 114 to 119. We had the Thunder. Thunder is OKC. Lose the Suns. That was 124 to 104. Then the Blazers, like I said, my interest was the Blazers against the Warriors. They did lose the Warriors 132 to 95. I watched first and second quarter. Then I drove in here to get into the show. But of course, the Kings did lose the Nuggets. That was 128 to 110. Then also had the Nets losing to the Celtics. Baguma Innocent, how are you? The Celtics did win a game finally against the Nets. That was 129 to 106. Then the Bulls did beat the Hawks 112 to 108. That is it. And of course, tomorrow we shall have a couple of games. The Hornets will be in action against the Raptors. The Thunder will take on the Pacers. The Magic will take on the Rockets, as well as the Wizards taking on the Spurs. And the Knicks will take on Miami Heat. Then the Wolves will take on the 76ers. The Suns will take on the Pelicans. The Jazz against the Mavericks. The Clippers against the Lakers. Wow, that's a very good derby, the LA derby. Clippers against the Lakers. I might have to catch this game tomorrow at 6 a.m. in the morning. And then, of course, the Pistons will take on the Celtics. That is it from sports, unless otherwise, but I will hand over to the lady herself. That is Mastiko, to tell me where she was in 1990. Because as we were watching the World Cup, that where Cameroon beat Argentina 1-0 in the opening game, she was either the daddy and the mommy were still cohabiting, or they had not even planned of meeting.
I was somewhere.
No, you weren't. You weren't anywhere.
About where I was. Maybe I was around, maybe
No,
I was not around.
I don't
that
think
is questionable. But I hear the stories. Maybe Felix, I think Felix can relate more to that story. We don't know.
Felix, I was actually telling Philo, Italia 90 had a lot of talents and stars. And for me, at that World Cup, Philo, I have watched so many World Cups.
Yes.
And US 94, France 98, South Korea, Japan 2002, 2006 Germany, then 2010 South Africa, 2014 Maracana, Brazil, 2018 Russia. I have not seen stars assembled in a particular team or various teams. Like Italia 90, you go to from Yugoslavia to England, where Gascoigne was a star, to Italy, where Beppe Signori, Roberto Baggio, Gigi Viari, players like Salvatore Sirachi were part of that Italian team. Then the Argentine team that had the late Diego Maradona, they had Caniggia, Claudio Caniggia. They had players like Oscar Ruggeri. They had Nesta Sensini. Oh, wow,
Ruben, I am begging you to first put a comma right there, because some of these names.
Ask Felix where he was in 1990 before, because maybe he wasn't also born.
You I've been getting Mollens that I'm not a millennium.
You could probably be
No,
been
but
there.
Felix, I'm sure 1990 you are nowhere. Even
I was
mom
here.
had not met dad.
No, actually, I was here, but I think I was about a year or a year and a half. So
Philo wasn't anywhere.
no one had thought about
She was an egg.
The parents were still, you know, kwekwa.
Oh no! Oh
Anyway,
no!
But honestly, actually, now that you mentioned some of those names, Ruben, it brings me to thought. I saw people here trying to upload a langa with a kind of goal, which is a shoddy and normal goal.
Scored by anybody.
It was very normal.
Maybe the stage was big for a langa.
I want to remind you of the game when Ronaldinho destroyed Madrid. When I remember Sergio Ramos had him on the line, touchline, and he told him, why? Then Ramos told him, I think in Italian they said, in Spanish was like, there's a word they used. Now, Ronaldinho scored 2 goals against Real Madrid, against 5 defenders, all the goals. I wish I had thought of this and I showed you those goals. You would be surprised.
No,
when I see the Elangas score a goal.
Actually, Ronaldinho took on Roberto Carlos, Salgado, Ivan Elguera, and Fernando Hierro. The 4 of them.
Topping.
And in the midfield, they had I think it was Redondo and Makerere. In that, no, Makerere. Redondo had left the club.
Yes.
I think it was Makerere. And Ronaldinho was something else. He was something else.
My friend.
And even getting a standing ovation at the Bonaba.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember when they asked him with Ronaldo, Dalima, the real Ronaldo, away from the CR7.
No, the Chinese Ronaldo.
This one, whose penalties on the bars outside.
No, but Felix, appreciate the talent that Ronaldo, when he made his debut, that's how old that's how I measure my being old. I watched Ronaldo play against Bolton on his debut in 2003.
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
No, I watched that one. That is also old.
From 2003 to today, Ronaldo has been up there, has been playing at that top level.
Yes.
Now, Ronaldinho just gave us a glimpse of what he could do for 3 years and then left the scene. So what makes Cristiano ahead of such talents is the longevity.
But also, Ruben, don't forget to look at something called mentorship. The players of the early 2000s didn't have mentorship. That's the truth. Okay. You know, and secondly, also look at the success of players from Latin America vis-a-vis players from
Europe.
Other Now, Ronaldo was more of a European player than a Latin American player in terms of where he grew and what he did. Players like Robinho's will never be seen again because of lack of mentorship.
Yeah.
The likes of it, even Kakas. Imagine if Kakas were playing in times like this. So clearly, now I think there's been a bit of formalization of professionalism with the players and all those things.
Now, for me, my question would be, the mothers of then and the mothers of today, that would be my question. How would you give us Roberto Baggio, Beppe Signori, Fabio Cannavaro, Alex Nesta, and then give us Balotelli and players like
But let me tell you a story about Balotelli. I remember one of the interviews, Jose Mourinho was saying that I told Balotelli to come and meet me ahead of a game, I think of Man U game. Balotelli went to watch Formula 1. I think he came to meet And you were expected to play the next game. So when they started substituting him, started talking about racism and all this kind of thing. So it sort of like opened up my mind about how African players lie edge, and then they hide under racism for every other thing.
For
underperformance, yes. But also, lastly, maybe Ruben, just to touch base, there's a player called Nyonyintono. Where is he?
No, Nyonyintono is actually in Nigeria.
Okay.
He's in Nigeria, and of course, was part of the AFCON organizing committee in Cameroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He also works with part-time with Ajax for the talent nurturing. Nyonyintono is in Nigeria and Holland and France, around there. And of course, I also saw him when the Arsenal legends were playing behind is it the closed door game? My memory is okay. My English is a bit poor, but there was a game that Arsenal legends played, and Kanu was involved with Robert Pires. You know, together with Loleta Memaya.
You know, their team had the likes of Cambo, Loren Maya, Ashley Cole, Keon, Roy Pala, the likes of Ljungberg, that is Will Todd, and of course in front you had Thierry Henry, you had Edu, the likes of Edu. But I remember there was when they played, I think that's when they got what was the unbeaten run, something like that.
Yeah, true. That was 2004, 2005.
Yes.
The Gunners had a fantastic outing. That's when they didn't lose a game that season. But after that season, Arsene Wenger became Arsene Wenger, so there was nothing more. But anyway, before I go, for me, I want to ask the Mporogoma. First, who inspired him to sing? That's the first thing. Second,
come again about that question.
Who inspired him to sing?
To sing.
Is it Maddox Sematimba? Because he looks more Maddox than many other persons.
Maybe actually, I thought he looks more than this. What is this man called?
No.
This is a Bafana. Someone said there's someone who said along the corridor.
But there's something he said when I was actually watching him. He said, "We Ugandans don't follow them.
Yes.
We said follow Madonna, Britney Spears."
Yes.
But you did not lie.
I liked him for
Boys
that.
to Men.
You did not
I liked him for that.
You follow the Pepe Kales. They are loose
Okay, Robert Kirabo is also watching. He says he loves the man.
Yes.
And of course, Uncle Bob, get well soon.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Robert would love an artist like Mporogoma. Robert's taste is not Mporogoma.
Robert, no, Warukanga. Everyone is for us. Some Matthias Warukanga, and then Lord Fred. Ruben, we want to let you go, and of course, thank you so much for the sports updates. And of course, now we get back this side where we'll be having another performance by Lyrical Micheal. Philo. Yes. The name, well, he's here.
Lyrical Micheal.
Lyrical comes from lyrics.
Okay.
I'm a lyricist.
That man is that man. We will have to break it down for Ruben.
But did he tell you where he studied? I didn't know how to pay my essay. Philo.
Oh, well, as we're about to head out, we still do have amazing performances. And
yeah, Pima high. But anyway.
Oh, well, it is still Friday right here. And we're doing the Good Morning Uganda Friday special edition. Like always, we have to just make you loosen up a little bit. I mean, it's always a very crazy week. We had a very, very crazy week. Monday to Thursday, it's all serious and all that. So Friday, we are here to make sure that we usher in the week. At least we help you usher in the weekend on a more relaxed platform. Isn't that what we do, Felix?
Absolutely, absolutely. And how we do that is when we bring you a cocktail of a couple of ideas, thoughts, and definitely, as we did do, give you from the hour of 6 in a special way, we do give you a musical interlude, get into our local stories, international stories, take you into our topical discussion, but also we give you a sneak peek into the movies, the books, and of course a couple of performances by our artist, that is Lyrical Micheal, who's going to do the same thing to top up this particular hour. Now, there's no better way to say thank you so much for watching Good Morning Uganda, Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 9, and thereafter we have thereafter we have Good Morning Uganda Extra. But do not forget to follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, And of course, YouTube for some of you who follow us. And on Facebook. Facebook is not very active nowadays. Is it still on? Or they unlocked it? Kamoga was saying that it was off for some time. But I think it's back on. Government let it run. So be able to follow us, like our pages, subscribe, leave some information there if you have a question or any comment. But for now, we get into the music with Lyrical Micheal. And before even probably he performs, how do we get your music, boss?
My music is on all international digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal.
He's already rapping.
The Unmask album is out.
What's that?
Unmask. The album. Unmask. Okay. We also have a couple of videos on YouTube, Lyrical Micheal, youtube.com/Lyrical Micheal. Go check them out. I hope you love the music. Subscribe. And show me some love.
Absolutely.
Question, yeah. Where do you pray from?
Miracle Center.
Where is that? Rubaga. Under Pastor Kayanja.
Pastor Robert K.
Yep. Okay. He's a good man. He's been around for some long time.
He's a good parent. He's parented our parents. He's parenting us.
Anyway, let's say but I love him.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
Yes.
He's been around and he's been tested and definitely proved.
Yes.
But anyway, we get into the performance with Lyrical
of this generation.
Micheal, what song are you going to do?
I'm going to do a song called Ntuma. Yeah, it's basically me telling God to send me.
Okay.
I want to take his goodness to the ends of the world.
I'll send myself offset for him to be sent.
You can stay and jump with me.
I know your feeler's gonna do that. She's good. I'm telling you about that. You don't want me to. But anyway, let's get into the song right now.
Yeah. Good morning, Uganda. This is your boy Lyrical Micheal. Beautiful sounds of Becky A. I know she's tuned in. Kutumi the Becky. Yes. Ndakuja. Okay. Kabambika Juliano mukwano gwagane mipira je kasamba mibinga olegana mbukati kagala kuba katalibani mbubolaga sente nga kakuwa kupani mbujoni ze cool guy asula mu mabala eva ba high mbumukale ya nobi sanyu kati chupa zendabanda kwa maziga gajuza pipa tachimanyi nti wali ya gasangula bali mukwano gwekwe na gukwekula jagala chimanyi tino wa mufirida ave mu kizikiza de mu kitangala mugwe tata. Yes, ndakuja. Have let them know. Muma somero, muma ruariro, ndakuja. Ndakuja. Nze ntuma. Ngente mu kigo Jemsali kigo yasoma busawa kaidide mu mbago kale yasobyanga gwe nangira tachimanyi nti Yesu agole nzigize komera season siko she made them tiko nga jeni wanyenye chiwatabanga kageko banne basoma yali mu dance ebibuzo byadate yafuna mu pass ndaba banje yabazitowereddwa ndabe subye bidote bimenyeddwa njagala bachimanyi omusayi busagwa benyeke banabe bejjekenkwa mubwe tata. Yes, ndakuja mu masomero mu malwaliro mu butale mu makomera. Yes, ndakuja amakungula manji nefa abakunguzi tuli batono. Ndakuja yeah ndakuja nze ntuma ndakuja nangirira okwagala nangirira okusomololwa nangirire obwakabaka bw'Omukama nze ntuma ndakuja. Yes, that's the Great Commission. It's a dedication to the Christian yalieyo. May you have beautiful faith.
Well, Ntuma coming in from lyrical. Yes, he's accepting to be, to go and do the pasture work, and then everywhere, hospitals,
schools,
prisons. And I think you're already doing that. Aren't you? Well, very, very great performance. Thank you for stopping by, lyrical.
Thanks for having me.
You here.
Thank
you for the words that you are sending out, the positive energy that you are throwing out, to all the rest of the artists out there to develop tough and thick skin. Okay?
I want, if there is anything,
yes,
I want someone to remember today. It's gonna be this one. Take your issues to God. He will always listen. And then 2, believe God's report about you. Don't believe what people say. Live for only God's acceptance. Don't live for people's acceptance. You will die from their rejection.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Well, just to go through a few of your feedback that you did send through regarding the question that we'd asked you on social media about how the media fraternity can work together with the entertainment industry to make sure that they develop each other. And Kenneth Sonko, you're saying, well, everyone needs to draw lines and respect the contribution of the other, which is very important. At the end of the day, we both contribute to the development of each other. The media is out there to make sure they promote these artists and everybody in the arts industry, but also the people in the arts industry are there to make sure that they entertain, they inform, they communicate. And I mean, we can't also be there without this industry. So we need to respect, we need to set boundaries, and we just need to do what we're supposed to do professionally. I think with that, we'll be able to have a good relationship. We don't have to drag each other to court, and I mean, also, we have to look at the end results about what happens to people when we give out this wrong information, when we sell them short, when they can actually do better than that. And again, thank you for always waking up with us as early as 6:30 a.m. all the way till 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. And we'll always keep doing what we do best. You know, they say that you have to give about 10,000 hours to do what you want to become an expert in. And we intend to be able to inspire, to inform, and of course, to entertain you Monday to Friday. We're getting into the weekend. Please don't forget to say a short prayer, to step out into church out there. If you're the kind that listens to the gospel or reads the Bible, just do that. Spare a minute or two. It's very important. You need to have your spiritual nourished every weekend. Well, from me and the entire Good Morning Uganda team, have a grateful and a very wonderful weekend. And we'll see you on Monday, same time, and of course, same place. I am Philomena Mastiko.
This is Good Morning Uganda.